Hi, this is Stephanie checking in. This is the second report update for Project Management Basics before turning in our final project here in a couple of weeks. So, going to the last report update, I know a couple things were mentioned with the two biggest things was making sure like my WBS was corrected, and then so I corrected that a while ago, and that was good. And then my critical path, that is something that I'm still kind of working through, making sure everything's correct because I've added a couple things, I guess, as I've gone through, and I'm just like, oh, I need to add that in. So I've been still correcting that, and that should be done here within the next, hopefully this week. Hopefully there's nothing more to really add. So that's something that I've corrected since the last report. And then since then, we've done budget, and like based on feedback, my biggest thing was I didn't match my hours billed to my hours calculated, so I just made a miscalculation. And I went ahead and corrected that already and double checked it to make sure I did it right. So that is final, so I'm glad with that. So that's where I'm at with the budget. The rec chart, did fine on that. I had an activity that has someone responsible and accountable for each activity. So I feel comfortable with that and where that was at. The SWOT analysis, I didn't have any problems with, so there's that. And then the other biggest thing that I have to work on is the stakeholder management plan. I personally just got a little confused doing it, but I got it done now and know what it's supposed to look like and how it is. And then the thing we did this week was the communication plan, and I feel confident and comfortable with that as well. And then next week we'll do the risk management. So just making sure that in the next couple weeks with that risk management, doing that correctly, and then doing like a lessons learned that has to be in the final document or whatever. Um, so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with the report. Um, Still correcting a couple little things, but other than those, like the stakeholder management plan and just going over my budget one more time before the final, those are the two biggest things I really want to do. Other than that, I feel pretty comfortable with where I'm at. And then putting it all together, I just started putting it together this week, a couple things into it, and just comparing it to previous examples. So we shall see how that goes. So other than that, I think it will all be good, and just really crossing the T's and dotting the I's, as they say. I've gone through everything a few times now, and as I've said a couple times now, I think everything's good, but doing that. And one thing, maybe I just mentioned it or not, the critical path, that's one other thing that I really want to fix and focus on because I know I had kind of messed that up in the beginning, so I'm definitely going to go back and double check that as well. So there's three things I'm going to be focusing on this week and next week for sure would be the critical path and then the stakeholder management plan. So just correcting those and then getting final done and it should be good. There you go.